Hi, Kris. I'm just wondering, somebody with a young family at home and having seen probably what the Canucks have gone through, how much sympathy or kind of what do you think about when you see them having to go through that?
Yeah, I mean it's scary. Um, I think obviously this game's important to a lot of players, but when your family comes first, so when guys are dealing with that, it's scary. I mean, I know a guy over there, and him and his family have went through it, so it's something you can't take lightly, and they got to make sure that everyone's okay and ready to go.
JT Miller yesterday was saying how tough it is to, they've been off for almost 3 weeks and to have one practice and one game or pregame skate rather, theoretically and play tomorrow, how tough that is and how challenging that is. What do you think as a fellow veteran player? How challenging would a task like that be?
Yeah, it would be. I mean, if you got that much time off, this league's fast. I mean, we're well conditioned, so you can't do much when you're just sitting at your house and you're trying to quarantine and you're not supposed to do anything. So, I mean, I can definitely feel for him because it'd be a tough situation.
Derek Van Dies, Post Media.
Hey, Kris. Just wanted to ask you your thoughts on the situation here. You don't know if you're playing Vancouver. I know you guys are preparing to travel to Vancouver, but you may have to end up going to Winnipeg tomorrow instead. How are you guys kind of approaching this whole thing?
Yeah, just gotta stay ready. I mean, we had a good practice today. We're going about our business like we're going to play tomorrow, so it doesn't change much. And then if we hear different, then we hear different. But I think we're excited to get back playing here.
And just want to get your thoughts on Ken Holland got you guys some help on the blue line. Just a thought on the newest acquisition coming in.
Yeah, I mean, we got to play against him. He's a good player, good solid player. Moves the puck well, and he's very good defensively, and he plays with a bite. So, obviously, if we can bring guys in to help us, get to that next level, it's going to be big. So, looking forward to having him on the team.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
Yeah, you kind of jumped my question. I would think a veteran like you would have friends on the Canucks. You probably have a friend on almost every team at this point. How much contact between yourself and how much contact between the general, like you and your teammates in the Canucks? You guys talking back and forth?
I mean, a little bit. I think you grow relationships, and I have a guy over there that I've trained with the last 10 years. So, I mean, when you see him go on the list, you reach out and you wish him the best. But at the same time, you're trying to go about your business, but you're worrying about them and their family. And I think the NHL is a close-knit group. So when you see something like that, how quick it went through that team, it's definitely something that you don't want to see, and you hope that everyone recovers 100% and are healthy.
It's one of the issues isn't just tonight's game for the Canucks and their players. It's the volume of hockey that they're supposed to start playing. They're going to drop on a puck here. They've had one practice. They play you guys at like 6 o'clock. They play Toronto the next day at 5, and they're playing like 19 games in 31 days. You've come off a fair few injuries in your day. Jumping on the moving train like that, it's got to be a lot. Is that a lot to ask of a team to play 19 and 31 coming out of this?
I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get into, it'd be tough. I mean, coming off of COVID, I haven't experienced it, but obviously there's people that, still have symptoms in everyday life. So it's one of those things that they got to monitor and make sure that they're all healthy and ready to go. And then as far as, the games, that's a lot of hockey. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Rob Tychkowski, Post Media.
Hi, Kris. Normally in a hockey situation, it's a cutthroat business. So if you've got an opponent coming up and they're tired or they're injured, you're like, good, let's jump on them, get our 2 points and get out of here. This looks like a bit of a different situation, isn't it? More of a human element.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's unknown with this COVID, right? So you just don't know how it affects different people different ways. So I think as members of the same league, we're just hopeful that all of them recover and their families, especially kids and stuff like that, that there's no lingering effects, and after that comes the game, and then we focus on that.